Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up for the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Oh, it's snapped to the back. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Boy, impressed by this back here to give that 2nd and 3rd effort. Almost comes up with a 1st down. But good job by the defense of keeping him just short. Now, a big decision here on 4th down early in the game.
Aggressive start to this game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They'll pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything. And they put together something here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Look out, he's got some space. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain in that catch and run. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hogs.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Be PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. He'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. The 2nd down play now coming up.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They're going to run it here. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're backed up 2nd and long at the 19. Looking to throw. It's Punga. Finds his target. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And they've got the returner corralled. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking for his back. This time, a completion. He stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw to the left side. And he's got it. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Single back takes the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll try a pass here. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to throw. It's Punga. Pressure is coming. And he's got his man open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. There's a 1st and 10 play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
That's an important first down on that running play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive, and a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field, it's Punga. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Catch made on the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Backfield is empty here for second and inches. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the driver.
Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a third down play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And moves the ball to the 35, another first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's going to take off here. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He missed it. After the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Here's the 2nd down play. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He slings this one deep down the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers. And now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Game makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield. It's Punga. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First and 10 now for the offense. The defense showing blitz here. He hands it to the back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Important second down play coming up. And the back gets the football. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. To throw, it's Punga. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
A nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
The Razorbacks looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Checks this down to the running back. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it from the gun.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. To the air, it's Punga. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
And the Razorbacks with first and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Direct snap to the back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Ball carrier tackled there.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? We go with a direct snap. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal. I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then trying to get the football back. First and 10 play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up the third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's running out of time here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. They move to 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Tigers will crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass caught, can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Tigers line up with a first and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Breaking tackles. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That run sets up a critical third down play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Razorbacks will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Looking to scramble now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Receiver makes the catch. Is brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues.